What's Cold Snap?
It was the third part of the Ice Age block that happened like 10 years after the first two. It starts with Ice Age, which was one of like the first sets of Magic. It's when they introduced snow lands and things like that, snow permanents.
Oh,
And then after that there was the Dark, and then it was an unfinished 3-set block until Cold Snap, which I want to say was something like 10 years later.
oh, that's interesting. Okay, Seeker Squire 1/2. When Seeker Squire enters, it explores. Temple Thief. Oh no. Human Rogue 2/2 can be blocked by enchantment creatures or enchanted or enchantment creatures. Treasure Dredger. I mean, it works.
11 years later.
2/2, pay 1 life, create a treasure token, and then we're moving on to red. Legendary creature, human artificier. Cannot speak.
Artificer.
Artificier.
Artificer.
Artificer. Okay. Bye.
Not Fisher.
Tell her I said
Fisher.
good night. Oh, I said I was waving at you, Zeth. Sorry, I just didn't say. I was waving at you. Good night. Sorry, I guess I wasn't direct enough. So 2/1, discard a card, draw a card. Whenever you discard 1 or more artifact cards, add 2 mana. This ability triggers only once each turn. Harmonic Prodigy. 1/3 with prowess. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Neff Crop Entangler. It's a little on edge for a Lost Boy, but he looks teenage boyish. 2/1 human warrior with trample. You may exert Neff Crop Entangler as it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+2 till the end of the turn.
It could be one of your one of whatever you're calling Tiger Lilies people.
Yeah. The natives, the island natives, are the people that were there when Neverland became Neverland, or when it. I don't know the actual myth
The
behind
Islanders.
it. Yeah, the Islanders. There we go. Robber of the Rich, human archer rogue. 2/2 reach haste. Whenever Robber of the Rich attacks, the defending player has more cards in hand than you do. Exile top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. Ruck Hunter, with reach 3/1. That's it. And then Sunshot Militia is a 1/3. Tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. Sunshot Militia deals 1 damage to each opponent. Activate only as a sorcery. For like, there's like those twins. I don't know if, anyways. Curious Pair also. I feel like this is so perfect for Lost Boys. Create a food token. And it's a 1/3. Garen Brigsquire. 2/2, whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, Garen Brigsquire gets 1/1 till the end of the turn. Junkai Trainee is a human samurai. 2/2, when Jukai Trainee blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +1/+1 till the end of the turn.
That's actually really interesting because that's Bushido without being keyworded to Bushido.
Really?
Yeah, the ability Bushido, like Bushido 1 is when it attacks or blocks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. When it blocks or becomes blocked, pardon me. Which is the same as the card there.
Oh. Well. I like this also for Michael, because I figure he's kind of a little bit more of an outgoing boy. So I'm like, but he still kind of looks like a Michael. Lifelink, legendary creature, human soldier, 2/3. He's legendary. Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or ability. I figure that's kind of interesting, but I don't know if there's a lot that pulls from graveyard in this, but he's an interesting card. Killian, Ink Duelist. Lifelink Menace. Spells you cast that target a creature costs 2 less to cast. He's a legendary as well, 2/2. Soaring Thought Thief. Human Rogue. I love the art for this too. 1/3 Flash Flying. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, rogues you control get 1/0. Whenever one or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. Killing Reclusive Painter. Why did I have him? I think I was trying to include more red-black, but other creatures you control enter with an additional 1/1 counter on them for each mana from a treasure. I feel like he doesn't really fit. Oh, but he is a treasure token. I want to say no. Ruby Daring Tracker. She could be a Wendy. 1/2. Whenever Ruby attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ruby gets +2/2 till the end of the turn. You can also add red or green. Arcus Acolyte, also a Wendy. 2/2. Reach, lifelink, outlast. Each other creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has outlast. Another, like, Wendy type. It's a little meta, kind of, but we'll go with it. Redhead Wendy. 2/2, legendary creature, human archer. First strike, reach. Whenever Catibri or Mithril Hall attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it for each equipment attached to it. And with 1, remove all 1/1 counters from Catibri. It deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of counters removed this way. Melira, the Living Cure. Legendary creature, human scout, 3/3. If you would get 1 or more poison counters, instead you get 1 poison counter and you can't get additional poison counters this turn, exile Melira. I think Melira is a girl, though.
Melira is female, yes.
Gold Pan, because Peter Pan.
But I believe Wendy was also tasked with, like, taking care of boo-boos, so...
This is true. I love how you put that. That was amazing. They're technically spirits, but I like that they're, like, completely children. So I left it. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 1/1 counter on Blessed Spirits. Davenant Trapper, Human Archer. Whenever you cast a story spell, top creature. This was also in the other deck for the other one. Delny Streetwise Lookout, obviously. We all know that one. I'm not going over that one. Extraction Specialist. Why did I... No, that's not supposed to be there. Hardened Escort. Oh my god. I think I got bit. Whenever Hardened Escort attacks another target creature you control, gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until the end of the turn. Lava Brink Venture. Lava Brink Venturer enters, choose odd or even. Lava Brink Venturer has protection from each mana value of the chosen quantity. Hey, what are you doing? Mentor of the Meek. 2/2, whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. Paired Tactician, Human Warrior, 3/2. Whenever a Paired Tactician and at least one other warrior attack, put a 1/1 counter on Paired Tactician. That's not supposed to be here. Resistance Squad, I'm counting this because it kind of seems like Lost Boys. 3/2, when it enters, if you control another human, draw a card. Which everyone in this set is human, so... Snare Tactician. Human Soldier. Whenever you cycle a card, tap target creature an opponent controls with 2/3. Starnheim Aspirant. I feel like that kind of could be Lost Boy. Angel Spells you cast 2 less to cast, which doesn't really help much, but...
That looks female to me.
Does it? Tiger Lily more, Okay. Talia Heretic Cathar. I have her for a Wendy. Older Wendy.
believe
Badass
it's
Wendy.
Thalia.
Talia. Oh.
Th.
Thalia.
Thalia.
I'm thinking of
Thalia.
Talita from Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
3/2. First strike, creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter tapped. I just love this art, personally. I have Toby, but I'm not really into the beast card, so I may end up cutting him. And I kind of don't want futuristic cards from the time period that Peter Pan was set, which is the early World War I. I'm okay with it being before then, because like it's Neverland, so he could have been bringing these kids back from God knows how long ago. Oh my God, Olirios Enraptured, legendary human, 2/3. When he enters tapped, or he does enter tap, he doesn't untap. During your untap tap, if you control a reflection, when Illyrios enters, create a 3/2 blue reflection creature token. I love this because it reminds me of the Shadow. It was the closest card I could find to Shadow. Phantom! You're back! Phantom, when you were gone, my stream crashed. My stream completely crashed. It was horrible. But Victor helped me get it back up.
Lyros.
Not supposed to be there. This is a little futuristic, but I'm gonna go with it because I like that it's like spy-ish and it's ninja-y. Ninjutsu, covert technician, 2/4 ninjutsu. When covert technician deals combat damage to a player, you may put an artifact card with mana value less than or equal to the damage from your hand onto the battlefield. Demir Informant, human rogue, 1/4. When it enters, surveil 2. Nimble Brigand. Nimble Brigand. That's what it is. 1/3, can't be blocked if you've committed a crime this turn. When Nimble Brigand deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh no. Yeah, it was a bummer. It put me behind. I think this is a girl, but I love the fact that it's like the rogue. I think this creature is a female, though. Human rogue, vigilance, 1/4, slickshot, vault buster. Gets +2/+0 as long as you've committed a crime this turn. Soul Knife Spy, 3/2. When Soul Knife Spy deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Stormfleet Spy. This is a pirate. Vortex Runner. This is kind of a John card. I'm a little... It's a little off, but I'm going to allow it this one. As long as you control 8 or more lands, Vortex Runner gets 1/0 and can't be blocked. And it's a 2/3. Wingspan Mentor. Human Wizard. When Wingspan Mentor enters, put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control. 4/3 and a tap. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with flying. Black Bloom Rogue. Menace, 2/3. Black Bloom Rogue gets +3 as +0 as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Covert Cut Purse. 2/1. Human Rogue. When Covert Cut Purse enters, destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. Night Squad Commando, 2/3. When Night Squad Commando enters, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Namana Skydancer. 2/1, flash flying. When it enters, target opponent mills 2 cards. Night Clubber, that's kind of funny, but it works. 2/2, when it enters, creatures your opponents control get -1/1 until end of turn with Blitz. Kellen, the Fey-Blooded, moving on to red. This is a Peter Pan type 2/2. Search your library for an aura equipment card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Double strike. Other creatures you control get +1 and +0 for each aura equipment attached to Kellen, the Fey-Blooded. Professional Face Breaker. I kind of like this, and there's a treasure card. 2/3 with Menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Sack a treasure. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. I think I left some of these red because I just don't have a lot of red. Spire Side Infiltrator. 3/2 Human Rogue. When Spire Side Infiltrator becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Weaver of Lightning. 1/4 with Reach. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Weaver of Lightning deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. I kind of liked her as a Wendy, but 3/2 Human Scout. When she enters, create a top Power Stone token. We are in green, 3 drop. This could be a Wendy too. Also Lost but Seeking, 1/2. Legendary creature, Human Monk. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. Briar Bridge Tracker, Human Scout, Vigilance. When Briar Bridge Tracker enters, investigate. As long as you control the token, Briar Bridge Tracker gets +2/+0. It's a 2/3. Byway Courier, that's not supposed to be here. Free Stride Lookout is Human Rogue, 3/3 Reach. Whenever you commit a crime, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest onto... I'm trying to talk so fast. Onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Horizon Seeker, Human Warrior, 3/2 with Boast. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Perimeter Patrol, 3/3. Whenever an artifact you control enters Perimeter Patrol, gets +1/+0 to the end of the turn. Tireless Tracker, 3/2 with Landfall. When a land you control enters, investigate. When you sack a clue, put a 1/1 counter on Tireless Tracker. Blue, White, Aaron, and Giada. I feel like this works because it reminds me of Peter Pan and Wendy. It's a little futuristic, I'm not gonna lie. But the fact that the person's in the air and then the girl's on the bottom, it just gives me Peter Pan Wendy vibes. Flash Flying, 2/3. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. You can cast spells with flash or flying from the top of your library. Greta Sweet Tooth. Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me this is not happening again.
I can hear you still.
That's good. My MTGA froze. What I'm gonna do. It crashed.
It started rendering when you did that.
Hopefully it's just MTGA that's crashing. Yeah, my internet's still green. Oh, this is brutal. I ain't got time for this. Only got 2 more hours left. Looks like we're gonna be finishing with Baldur's Gate and Heavy Rain. Oh, I just want to finish this. I do enjoy going over the cards, don't get me wrong. I just want to not be interrupted. Okay. Greta. For a Wendy. It's a little out there, but 3/3 legendary creature. When she enters, create a food token, sack of food, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. Sack of food, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Marvelous Engineers. I liked it for the twins, but it's not impossible. When our Ballast Engineers enters, choose 1. Our Ballast Engineers deals 1 damage to any target. I'm not feeling this music right now. Okay. 2/2.
You must feel the music.
It was just too much for 3 a.m. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains trample and haste
Yeah,
until the end of
it's
the
time
turn.
for 3 o'clock things.
That's right! How could I forget? So much better. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains trample and haste till the end of the turn. Create a tapped Power Stone tokens at 2/2. Oh my god, Flesh! What's up? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Well, I'm fighting with the internet tonight and this whole week. But that's okay. I'm not gonna let it get me down. Well, at least I'm gonna try not to. No promises. No promises. Thank you. It's so lovely to have you. What have you been up to? I need a mental break. I'm having a strawberry. I feel like this guy kind of gives me Peter Pan vibes too. Jarsil, Dark Age Siam. Human Wizard. 3/3. Starting intensity 1. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may cast a spell with mana value equal to Jarsil Dark Age Scion's intensity from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If you do, Jarsil intensifies by 1. Samut. Samut? Samut. Vizier of Noctamoon.
Samut, Vizier of Noctamoon.
Legendary creature. Human warrior cleric. 2/3. First strike, vigilance, haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature enters this turn, draw a card. Alert Heed Bonder. Human Scout, Vigilance. It's a white-green. At the beginning of your end step, you gain 1 life for each creature you control with Vigilance.
Ikoria is fun.
This looks like an interesting... I think it's supposed to be a girl, right? Or is it supposed to be a boy? Emperor... Oh, Emperor.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Just keep it on as I'm finally stable. Nice! I am so happy for you. Do you mind asking, or me asking, if it's like personal or if it's work or family? You also don't have to. I'm glad. The goal is to get there one day. Whenever another
process.
Yeah. Whenever another creature you control, it's a red, green, white, by the way, enters, that creature perpetually gains haste if its power is 4 or greater. If it's tough or is 4 or greater, you gain 4 life. If its mana value is 4 or greater, seek a creature card. Pelham! The Kid. Flying lifelink. 3/3. Human Fairy Rogue. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you may cast a permanent spell with equal or lesser mana value from your hand without paying its mana cost. If you don't, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. In the 4 drops, we have Courageous Outrider. I'm gonna take this one out, I think. I feel like I never saw any horses in Neverland. Oh, hi, Bunny. You want my strawberry tops, don't you? I'm gonna give you a sugar rush. Come here, baby bunny. Up, up. Aw, Everly. It's okay, bunny. Oh, me, sweetie. Did you find it? It's like the tops of the strawberries I didn't eat. There's a little bit of strawberry and some leaves. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Are you a happy bunny? A lot of family stuff mainly. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's rough, Flush. But it sounds like you're gonna, at least with the answers, that you can move forward. That is kind of what I'm taking away from that, but I do hope that you can heal from that. I definitely can relate in some aspects, not fully, but I can relate. But if you need to vent or anything, no worries. I think I said I was on 4-drop, yeah. Dapper Shield Mate. I think this is a female too, actually. Daring Archaeologist 3-3, Human Artificer, whatever. When Daring Archaeologist enters, I'm trying to put some kind of accent on everything. I don't know what's wrong with me. You may return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand whenever you cast a historic spell. Put a 1/1 counter on Daring Archaeologist 3-3. Falconer Adept. Whenever Falconer Adept attacks, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. Oh, it is a 2/3. I might take that one out just because I have so many already. Faramir, I know he's technically from Lord of the Rings. Died under your control this turn, draw a card whenever the ring tempts you if you choose. Does every Lord of the Rings card come with a ring tempting you?
No.
Okay. I just like that he looks kind of like a lost boy, but I know she's very cool too, but Hero of the Winds, no. Propeller Pioneer, I'm okay with this. Human Artificer 2/1, Flying, and Fabricate. When this creature enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it or create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Moving on to the blue 4-drop, Shortcut Seeker. Human Rogue. Whenever Shortcut Seeker deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. I love these dungeon cards. I've never gotten to do it, but I really want to. Archaeomancer, Human Wizard. Whenever Archaeomancer enters, return target instant or sorcery card.
Archaeomancer.
Archaeomancer. Oh. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. It's a 1/2. Talus Lookout. No. Whirler Rogue. Human Rogue Artificer. 2/2. When Whirler Rogue enters, create 2 1/1 colorless artifact creature tokens with flying. Tap 2 untapped artifacts. You control target creature can't be blocked this turn. Midlife Village is so good. Cannot even express how grateful I am for that new village. Aww. I just realized there's an ad. I know.
Progress.
Lurking Deadeye. I'm just going to keep going. Black 4-drop 4/2 Flash. When Lurking Deadeye enters, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Charging Hooligan. I love this one. It's a red 4-drop 3/3 Human Peasant. Whenever Charging Hooligan attacks, it gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn for each attacking creature. If a rat is attacking, which is like 1 card, Charging Hooligan gains trample until the end of the turn. Diversion Specialist. 4/3 with Menace. 1, sacrifice another creature or enchantment. exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Jaxus, the Troublemaker. 2/3 human warrior, legendary creature. Discard a card, create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sack it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. Blitz. Quicksmith Rebel. 3/2. When Quicksmith Rebel enters, target artifact you control gains tap. This artifact deals 2 damage to any target for as long as you control Quicksmith Rebel. Rodeo Pyromancers. Human Mercenary. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, add 2. 3, 4. I think those are ladies too. Marissa Ranger.
Marassa Ranger.
Yes! 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you may pay 4. If you do, put 2+1/+1 counters on Marassa Ranger. Saw Blade Slinger. I don't like the name of it, but... Well, actually... No. Cutting. Blue-red. Johann Apprentice Sorcerer. Legendary creature. It's a 2/5. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Once each turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from the top of your library. I feel like that's a strong... not planeswalker. A strong, commander. Helena and Alerna, partners. Human